All right, you guys, so there is already two major mistakes that Jake Paul is making in this fight between himself and Gervonta Tank Davis. And we really have to wait and see and feel out how real this fight is between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was real, kind of up until it wasn't. And then Jake Paul talks about in the post-press conference, the post-fight, that he was kind of pulling his punches because he's seen the age of Mike Tyson.
Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Yeah, like there was a point where, I was just like, okay, he's not really engaging back. And so I don't know if he's tired or whatever. And I could just tell, his age was showing a little bit. And I just have so much respect for him. And that like violence war thing between us, like after he slapped me, I wanted to, be aggressive and take him down and knock him out and all that stuff. But that kind of went away as the rounds went on. And
I guess now this is a real event, or this is a real fight / exhibition. It got approved by the commission. Now we have a 195-pound weight limit, 12-ounce gloves, but I believe they negotiated 10-ounce gloves during the first press conference that Tank and Jake had.
And I'm looking at the fight because I'm his coach. This is a very serious fight, and I'm a very serious person. My question to you is, where did 12-ounce gloves come from? Why y'all couldn't take 10 and he had 8? Already he given up 4 ounces of the gloves. I gotta say this because y'all betting all this money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait, you guys were the ones that wanted 12-ounce gloves, not me. I'll do 8. Fuck, I'll do 4. I'll do 2 ounces. I'll do bare knuckle. Like,
I wasn't aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that he can handle himself.
So what do you want? 10 ounce, 8 ounce? What do we want?
If he the one said that, I'm going to go with that. I wasn't aware of that.
No, the 12 ounce came from your guys' side.
No, it did not.
On God, perfect. Then what do you want? 10?
No, I didn't say that.
So 10 ounces.
It don't matter to me. It don't
perfect.
matter.
It doesn't matter to him. So back to what I always wanted, which was 10 ounces. Great.
Well, you just made something clear to me. You just made something clear to me because I didn't know. Because you fight at 10s, he fighting 8s.
Yeah, your guys' side.
So I'm like, 12
I can
ounces. He's
show the
giving up
emails
4.
and the screenshots.
I
you guys asked for 12 ounces.
It's part of negotiation. I get it.
No, let's do it. 10 ounces, 8. Let's do it. That's great. That's going to make it more exciting for the fans. Thank God. I wanted 10s really badly. Let's do it.
10 ounces.
Cool.
All right, guys.
With official judges, so we will have a winner after this event is all said and done. Official judging, everything like that. So we just have to wait and see. We have to wait how this fight, starts and how it feels. So we'll be able to tell when they get the fight going. But the two major mistakes that Jake Paul is making, I don't know if you guys caught this in the first press conference, but he said he was going to keep Tank away from him. And then he said he was going to outbox Tank in this fight.
First and foremost is going to just be my reach, my size, being able to keep him away. I think there's a lot of holes in his defense that a lot of people haven't exposed before, and he's a great fighter, one of the best. I'm excited. He's elevating me to a new height. He's making me push myself to my limits. I'm more locked in than ever, but at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be able to come out on top and outbox the guy who's been doing it for 7 times as long as me.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. So you're going to say that Jake Paul himself is going to say that him as the bigger fighter, he is going to keep Tank away from him. And I get it. You want to be cautious because that's what Gervonta Tank Davis does. That's his fighting style. He lets you win the beginning of the fight, rounds 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, and then he starts to figure you out. He starts to download your information. He starts to counter you. He lets you get shots off. He likes to let you put that pressure on him, and then he catches you in a big punch moment. Kind of how he did to Rolly Romero, kind of how he did to Leo Santa Cruz, Ryan Garcia, right? He lets you put that pressure on him. He downloads your information, and he catches you with an accurate shot. But Jake, being the bigger fighter, the much bigger fighter, the more powerful fighter in this fight due to weight, in my opinion, and he has the reach, you're telling me, Jake Paul is telling us that he's going to keep Gervonta Tank Davis away from him and not use his biggest advantage in this fight, which is his power, his weight. And let's be real, he's not going to outbox Tank. Tank is too fast, he's too accurate, and he has power of his own. Like I said, I know Jake Paul wants to be cautious of this fight because Gervonta Tank Davis does have that power, but you're not playing your cards right with your weight by keeping Tank away from you. And then you're going to outbox the guy that out-experiences you by 15, 20 plus years. I'm not really, if this is a real fight, it's going to go how I think it's going to go. And if Tank really trains for this fight and all this money that's getting bet here and there in those press conferences, Tank should make this the easiest boxing fight of his life. 50 million plus in the bank, no problem. His skills, his experience, his speed, his accuracy, his power. Tank should go through this fight with ease. It's as simple as that. But for Jake to keep Tank away from him, to not use his size, to not use his power, Jake needs to capitalize on that and use a Mexican style in this fight. Smother Tank with his weight, try to get off as many punches as he can, but also be cautious. But I mean, I'm still not even giving him a chance there. But that's one mistake that Jake Paul is making. Two mistakes. He said he's going to outbox him and then he's going to keep Tank away from him. You can't outbox Tank. You don't have the experience in the gym, in that ring. You don't have the time in the gym. It's as simple as that. And then you're not going to use your size. You're not going to use your power. And you're going to keep Tank at bay. Makes no sense. And then another mistake that Jake Paul is making, in my opinion, is, I don't know if you guys seen the pictures on his story or on Jake's Instagram. He brought Shakur Stevenson in to help him train with this fight. Now, this is a mistake because these are totally two different styles. These are totally two different fighters. The height, in the same ballpark. The weight, in the same ballpark. Tank is not going to fight Jake Paul with a defensive style. Shakur, his style is all about defense and his offense flows with his defense. That's not what Tank does. Tank uses his movement, he uses his power, he uses his accuracy, and he uses his skills. He'll let you pressure him. He'll let you think that you're winning the fight. The first beginning of the fight, like I said, round 1, round 2, round 3, Tank will start to download your information. Once the fight goes on and he has it downloaded, he's going to make you run into something. Just like he did to Rolly, just like he did to Ryan, just like he did to Leo Santa Cruz, so on and so forth. Or he's going to pick it up in those mid rounds. He's going to break you down. He's going to outbox you, outskill you. He's going to out IQ you. He's going to break you down. He's going to stop you, or he's going to knock you out, as we've seen. That's what Tank does. That's his style. That's his skill set. That's what he brings to the ring. Bringing in Shakur Stevenson, totally two different styles. Just like Canelo brought in Jaron Boots Ennis, because Jaron Boots Ennis and Crawford have very similar styles. They can switch. But you just brought in a totally opposite style for Gervonta Tank Davis. The style that you're not fighting, which doesn't make no sense to me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think these are mistakes by Jake Paul, by him keeping Tank away from him, not using his size, his power, and his reach. I mean, I really don't see how Jake is going to outbox Tank. Like I said, if this fight goes how I think it's going to go, and there's all kinds of money, bets here, bets there, and if we're going to get the fight we all think we're going to get, because we all know Tank, his camp, Coach Calvin Ford, we know how their team is, right? They're legitimate, everything about them. They take this game seriously. If I think how they're going to show up prepped, prepared, and ready for this event, I'm not giving Jake Paul a chance whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.